Hello everyone, this is Persephone, and today I'm here to tell you how to make $3,000 per month on manyvids live. Not manyvids in general, manyvids live. And before you say, oh my god, more tales from the basement, we all know that manyvids live is the equivalent of cemetery live. Hear me out. I've been wanting to make videos about camming and how to make money online for a very long time, and I even have a channel dedicated to that, but it's not monetized. And because right now I don't want to abandon Revenge Star, I'm going to be posting them here for the time being. But you can keep an eye on one of my channels called Cam Academy, Cam Girl Academy, something like that, because I will be posting there too eventually. So now, no further intro, I'm going to tell you how I came up with this method, how it works 98% to 100% if you follow the exact steps that I'm going to tell you. And before you say, oh my god, you found a way to make 3,000 easily and you shared it with us, what are you, Mother Teresa of cam girls? No. The reason why I'm sharing this with you, actually I have two reasons. One is I enjoy creating difficulties for people who lie to newbies in the cam industry. So I'm going to be giving you real info and create competition for them. I mean, you have to love making people who hate you more. And reason two is that currently, I have my eyes set up on other money-making things, and I don't want to follow this method myself. I have some undercover plans going. So I haven't been on MV Live in quite some time. So all June and all July, I was on MV Live every day, like a freaking spam. You logged in, I was there. And I was there undercover. When I say undercover, I mean no femdom, no Revenge Star, no nothing. People would just say, oh, I'm just a random cam girl, I just decided to do live here and not know who I am. There were a few people who recognized me, but they weren't enough to make a difference. So the reason why I did this is because I wanted the most unfiltered experience for my target audience. Who is the target audience? I'm making videos for people that I assume you're lazy, you're strapped for cash, you have multiple disabilities and possibly ADHD too, so you don't want to work hard long hours, and you're looking for shortcuts. If you are that and you like my content, please subscribe. So you want a method that makes money and is going to be guaranteed money and fast. You log into manyvids. Step one, you make an account and you post a minimum of 10 different videos. By different, I mean different kinks and different styles that they are relatively easy for you to make. And the video is a minimum of 5 minutes, and it's cheap. It's like a couple of dollars or $2-3. There is a reason for that. If you're new and you have never made videos before and you're saying like, oh my god, I don't know where to start from, you can look at popular creators or people who have a similar body type as you, or people you admire, or things that you can do easily. For example, peeing videos, and you make some of those. There is a reason why I'm sharing this with you and why we don't start to MV Live right away. So you make these videos and then you go live. You don't even need a good camera with my method. You can go live with your phone. And you are going to be live for a minimum of 8 hours per day. If you can't do 8, do 4, but every day consistently. The reason for that is that the algorithm is going to pick you up and you are going to start getting promoted. And manyvids is going to be an absolute cemetery when it comes to getting tokens. So if you want to get tokens, I suggest multi-streaming to a different site. Now you're going to say, you mentally psychopath, how are we going to make the 3,000 then? You're not going to make the money from tokens. You are going to make the money from custom videos. One thing that I realized that almost drove me to insanity is that MV Live is swarming with people who want custom videos. I was asked if I offer custom videos an average of 3 times per hour. I kid you not. I didn't want to offer custom videos, so I posted no customs on my room topic, and of course no one cared and they kept asking me. So there are going to be people who want all kinds of customs. I'm going to teach you now how to make things easily. You don't want a custom that is more complicated than one of those indie movies, has a 3-page script, and it's crazy, because there are people who are going to want crazy stuff. You want easy customs. So you're going to be directing people to the videos that you already have, that they're very cheap, and they're going to say, hey, If you want to see my style, you can get one of my videos and see my body from different angles, see my wigs, see what I have. And they're going to buy. If someone doesn't like any of the stuff that you have, because there are people like that who are annoying, you're going to ask them, well, what do you have in mind then? You are going to charge 20 tokens for the first private message to discuss a custom. And if the discussion is longer than 10 minutes, you are going to start charging as if it's texting. The 20 tokens are crucial because they're going to make 80% of the freeloaders and time wasters disappear. And the people who want the custom, they will have no problem whatsoever tipping you 20 tokens to discuss the custom on private messaging, because sometimes they want things that they are strange and they don't feel comfortable sharing them on public chat. That's okay, their privacy is respected. So you land your first customer and he wants a custom that is, let's say you're his girlfriend and you want to steal him from his wife, and you're sending him a sexy video of you, let's say, pleasuring yourself because it's YouTube, and you instruct him what to do and say, hey, if you enjoyed my video, now you have to leave your wife for me. Home wrecking fantasy. You don't actually wreck anyone's home. And possibly the guy doesn't even have a wife. So you discuss this, and let's say he wants a 10-minute custom, and you don't know how much to charge. I would say as a new person starts from $5 per minute. That is completely subjective. There are people who do 3, there are people who do 9. I want you to get fast, lazy cash. So if you charge $5 per minute, it's something that many people are going to agree with because it's 50. Now, if the person wants the custom really fast, and many of them do, you're going to add an extra 15 for same-day delivery or an extra 10 for next-day delivery. If you're new and you don't have anything, you don't have wigs, you don't have clothes, you don't have cosplay, you can add that to the price and say, you know, I'm going to order one, can you pay it for me? I say this for fetishes that if they want specific stockings or specific pantyhose or specific heels or the penguin costume that you have to go out to scare men at night for the custom. I always love this because I get asked to do the craziest shit you wouldn't imagine. You add this too. Long story short, it's going to be very easy to land one bigger custom that is going to be $70 to $80 and one smaller one, and you're most likely going to exceed the $100 a day. The moment you get these customs, like a hunter who got what he went out to hunt, you log out immediately. You don't stay a second more on MV Live than you have to, and you start working on that custom right away. If you can even deliver it faster than what they said, even better. So I'm just telling you, if you sit a couple of hours online and you land at least one custom and you log out to do it, you can get $100 a day there very, very easily. And I had requests for customs that they were ridiculously easy, that you wouldn't even imagine how easy they are. There was a guy that he even wanted me to just sit there and talk about how his brother is more handsome than him and how I'm his girlfriend, and I go home to announce to him that I'm leaving him for his brother. There's no nudity, there are no toys, there's no sex. It's just me in this chair, like I talk to you saying, I'm leaving you for your brother. Bill is irresistible. I'm sorry. Bullshit like that for 20 minutes. That could be $200 to $300 sitting right there. I'm telling you, many vids should be renamed custom vids because I've never seen out of all of my sites this much request for customs. Of course, there are downsides. There are going to be time wasters. There are going to be perverts asking you stuff so illegal that I tipped the FBI a few times. There are going to be people who are irrational and they do things that they're going to harass you, and I'm going to mention my worst client in a custom of all times in this video for just a bit of tea towards the end. And overall, if you are new, it's going to be stressful. But the money in your bank account at the end of the day can actually fix the problem. Also, if you're super strapped for cash and you have bad credit and you live in your car and you don't want to wait the 2 weeks because manyvids pays you twice a month, so every 2 weeks a paycheck, I have a solution for that too. I work with Boleyn models. I'm not paid to promote them. They are not a studio. They take a cut like 5-6% or something, like minuscule if you ask me, and they send you money the next day. So I work with them. Like I tried them again. They were shut down for some time, but now they reopen. And I tried them too because I wanted to discuss this with you because I understand how it is to be really strapped for cash. So they're very polite. There is a small Skype kind of like interview where they see it's you and not an Indian truck driver using your pictures and living the dream. And you get the money from the custom, let's say on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday you have money on Cosmo Payment. And I use Cosmo Payment, you can use other stuff, but it sends to my bank like almost instantly. So if you do all that, I guarantee you that you are going to do very, very well there. And it's a lot more possible to do like 3,000 than let's say 5,000, but you can aim for 5,000 or 6,000 as well. It depends on how hardworking you are. Overall, you can just be as lazy as possible and pick the easiest customs. And I know girls that with this method that I help them online, like on Reddit, they have repeated men asking for a custom every week or every other week. And the more you do customs with a client and the more you find out what he likes, what turns him on, what phrases to use, the easier making the custom becomes. There are honestly clients that they like one thing one way. There was a fandom client that he liked to wear a specific thong and send me a picture, and I had to say the same things every time, the same words in every custom, and I got paid $100 every time, despite the fact that I had zero talent and zero creativity. So pick your battles. And last but not least, the client from hell when it comes to customs. I think I've shared this story before on this channel, but you don't have to know it. I mean, maybe you just found me because you want money, and that's legit. So there was this guy who said that he wanted a humiliation script and he wanted a general humiliation, like I'm in my bed or something in a suggestive way, and I just show close-ups of my body with the camera, and I talk to him and I insult him. And he was very creative on the insults. Like I had to insult his job, I had to insult his height, he had to insult the size of you know what, and say things like, you will never have someone like me, I'm sort of your league, you're white like me, but you're just a loser. So there was a bit of race play there too. So it was like 2 pages like this big from top to bottom. But the price was like, I don't know, it was very high price. And because I didn't want to do it, I charged even more, and he accepted it. So I was smart, and there was this exchange about the custom on manyvids chat. And I suggest you do that too, because if you talk, let's say on Skype or somewhere else, you won't be able to prove that this conversation happened as easily. So I busted my ass off. It took 2 days to film and 1 day to edit. And I sent it to him. And it was like, honestly, like a small movie. It was memorization of phrases after phrases and positions and angles. It was very difficult. And when I sent it, he went berserk. He started saying, how dare you do this to me? I hate you. You're a very cruel narcissist. How can you say these things to me? You're heartless, you're awful, you're a psychopath, going on and on and on. And then he said, you know, I'm just going to report you to manyvids for scamming and abusing and get my money back. And I was shocked. I was like, excuse me? I said every phrase, word by word, you wrote on my script. So what's up with your behavior? What's wrong? And he said, well, you should have known to tone it down. How can you say these things to another human being? Yeah, I did write them, but you should have known better and changed them and made them more gentle and more loving and not send it as I send it to you. Which was not clarified at all. Usually when people send a script and they say this, you say what they wrote for you to say. Like in normal acting, no porn actresses are still actresses. So he started threatening me. He started saying, I'm going to get you fired from manyvids, and you're a horrible person, and you're a sociopath. Long story short, I said, I'm not giving you your money back because I delivered what you said, that they definitely don't deserve a 1-star review. So he caused huge drama on manyvids, and I took screenshots out of everything because online stalking and planning ahead, and I sent all the screenshots to manyvids where we had the discussion about the custom, and I was very clear about what was expected of me. And manyvids took my side, which also shows that they're a good employer in many ways, and he was banned. And after that, he went on Reddit and he made a huge post about me, like 10 or 15 paragraphs saying about how I scammed him. And then on Reddit, I know that because he sent me the link, by the way. And then on Reddit, they told him that he's pathetic and he's paying women to insult him. And then he was banned from Reddit too, and then I didn't hear from him again. But the whole thing was very stressful and honestly very stupid. So yeah, occasionally you can come up a human tapeworm like this guy, but I don't say this with hate, it's just what he is. But these are rare occasions, and lesson learned. I'm just telling you, when you see a custom that is extremely complicated and it reminds you of Tolkien or House of the Dragon more than a simple custom, then you just gracefully decline, because the goal is easy, fast, and consistent money with returning clients. Thank you for watching.